So we all know that the serialized manga publication Weekly Shonen Jump is a manga magazine catered generally towards males that focus on male youth main characters such as Midoriya Deku Izuku from Boku no Hero and Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Hakusho, to older heroes like Kenshiro from Hokuto no Ken and Himura Kenshin of Rurouni Kenshin fame. Yeah, there's a multitude of really awesome male characters that came from Shonen Jump, but let's not forget all of the awesome ladies that spawned from our favorite series over the decades. So for this video, I just felt like talking a bit about some of my favorite Shonen Jump gals and why they are just as awesome as their male counterparts. I got 5 of them for you, so let's hop right into it. Also guys, this is not a rankings or best of video, I'm just trying to make that abundantly clear. So, kicking off our list here first is the Hammock Queen herself from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Lisa. Elizabeth Lisa is a supporting character who first made her appearance in Part 1 towards the very end of the saga. Jonathan Joestar and Dio Brando's Battle of the Century is at an explosive finale on board a ship headed for America that newborn Lisa is also on. The fighting soon comes to an end, and Erina is entrusted with taking care of the newborn child. Fast forward to the early 1900s, and Lisa is reintroduced in Part 2 Battle Tendency as a dashing, glamorous, young, enigmatic lady. Well, at least after masquerading as a gondola operator and gives Joseph Joestar the business. She's a master in the art of Haman, or the Ripple. It's kinda like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures equivalent to Nin from Hunter x Hunter, or Reiki/Yoki from Yu Hakusho. Unrivaled by many, JoJo's best girl learned it at a very young age. Why? Well, why not? Ultimately, throughout the story arc, she proves her worth by training Joseph and Caesar with her expertise, as well as fighting alongside the two versus the devastating Pillar Men. She's quite the gutsy lady, to be quite honest with you. Can totally wreck shit with a ripple-infused scarf as a weapon of choice, walk on water, stand upside down, and even offers to have the fair one-on-one with the strongest being in the entire universe. Remember guys, we have badasses like Vegeta totally afraid to approach even Broly at one point. Huh. NANI? I mean, she is pretty much one of the most powerful humans in this time period after all. She's a bit harsh with the training exercises though. Oh well, I suppose mommy knows best. Wait, I didn't spoil anything, haha, yeah, moving on. NANI? Very calm, cool, and collected on the outside, she can show a softer side to herself during the beginning of the Chariot games, basically the final battle between Cars and Waimu. And then she easily bests Wire Beck without breaking a sweat and wants Cars next. Not really given a chance to face him directly, it ultimately matters not because she will still go down as the most powerful woman in the world. Until a certain Kujo comes along decades later, another story for another day. Not only does she play second fiddle to the main, Joseph Joestar in the series, but this Wonder Woman is way stronger when it comes to Haman. She plays a mentor figure who is tough, but still cares deeply about her pupils, ready to fight at their side and risk her life to tackle the greatest foe herself, for the sake of humanity as well as future generations. Mukuro. One of the 3 kings, basically the known current strongest upper S-class demons who are all roughly equal as far as power, faction numbers, and general pull, focused on in the final story arc of Yu Hakusho. An extremely powerful upper S-class demon lady who controls an army of 77 demons, specifically in what she calls her inner circle, but there are more. Why 77? She thinks it's a cool number, I guess. Her having a very morbid upbringing, which I don't care to get into here in this video. Go ahead and read chapter 172 if you're bold enough to know the truth. A story way too good to only be 20 pages. Her vast power is emotionally driven by both hate and rage. We'll get more into that in a moment, boys and girls. During the last story arc, she doesn't necessarily play either a villain or an ally to Yusuke. She's more of a neutral. She, unlike Yomi, another of the 3 kings, enters Yusuke's proposed demon tournament with the intention of keeping the current order of things in the demon world. Like Lisa, she is pretty much the most powerful female character in the series. Actually, it's implied that she is the most powerful character overall. Keyword, implied. I know Raizen's drinking buddies all power up at one point and seem to even exceed Yomi, but Yomi is not Mukuro. Damn it, just let me have this one for one of my favorite characters ever. Excellent at both hand-to-hand combat, as well as high levels of Yoki abilities, she makes her major battle against CA look like home run contests from Smash. So, about her powers and abilities. As mentioned earlier, it's mostly fueled by her emotions of hate and anger from grim days long past. They have excelled her into the ultimate warrior she is today. Having a demon energy level of 1.57 million, she is a vengeful force to be reckoned with. She can easily emit powerful Yoki energy blasts, utilize a bit of telepathy and telekinesis, and create cuts in time and space itself with her Kukan Kirite or third dimensional cutter. Think of what Kuwabara's dimension sword can do, just she can do it with the flick of a wrist. She has also been seen to hold back Hiei's Dragon of Darkness flame and rip it a new one. Literally. We can only assume this gal is capable of much more due to her holding back a bit in her fight versus Hiei, but for such an amazing character introduced in the series that was to end in 15 chapters, I say we got enough between manga and anime for Mukuro. Now here's one of my personal favorite Jump girls, Shinobu Kocho, the insect Hashira from Kimetsu no Yaiba. She's like the Orkin Man just for demons. Got a demon problem in your home? Just call on Shinobu and let her patented Stinger Nichiren blade take care of those unwanted guests. Utilizing the insect breathing or Mushi no Kokyu, she compensates what she lacks in brute strength with speed and tick damage, or poison. Yeah, she ain't one really for the old guillotine technique. Instead of severing a demon's head, she, being skilled in medicine and a chemist of sorts, has a modified Nichiren katana that's more of a small rapier that has a tip that's usually infused with wisteria poison that she thrusts into demons, slaying them over time. Alright, so from here, I'm going to spoil much of the end of Demon Slayer. You've been warned. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into why I really like this character. From when we first see Shinobu, she seems like a really nice girl. But those eyes are still really creepy. She's on a mission with Giyu, the water Hashira, and just wants him to be a bit more friendly with her. This bastard, whatever. Anyway, there's more to her than just a warm smile. This girl has a sadistic side. During the end of the Mount Natagumo arc, our girl shows her true colors. She's still sweet and friendly. Okay, not really. She wants to gouge out the demon spider's eyes and slash her abdomen and let her entrails spill out. All with a friendly smile on her face. Awesome. Fast forward much later in the series, we see what Shinobu is really about. Having been in a fight to the death versus the number 2 upper demon, Doma, her older sister, Kanae Kocho, the previous flower Hashira, is left for dead due to Doma escaping before the sun rises. Shinobu's old, sternish attitude develops into more of a yin and yang type of thing after her demise, where on the outside, whether fighting demons or not, she's quite friendly. But truly deep down inside, she's angry most of the time. She loathes them with a passion. It is only seen during her big fight in the Dimensional Fortress arc, where she finally encounters the number 2 demon, Doma, that we see Shinobu's true self come to fruition. She tries her best to defeat the demon and avenge her sister, but it's futile. My girl loses somewhat miserably, only to later be revealed as the key to ultimately subduing Doma due to Shinobu having an insane amount of poison in her body that slowly breaks down Doma over time, so Inosuke and Kanao can finally cut his head off. And fast forward to the very end of the series, it is revealed that Shinobu's medicine that she developed with Tamao saves the day after Muzan takes over Tanjiro's body. With that, Shinobu's easily the best girl.
信じて受け止めてくれる。私の記憶、私の思い。
Now here is the character that I've been waiting to go on about. Remember that tall, short-haired, slender woman that didn't talk much from that one extremely dangerous criminal organization in Hunter x Hunter? Oh no. What? You have no idea who I'm talking about? She's only the most pivotal character in the York Shin arc. Pakunoda, an originating member of the Ryodan or Phantom Troop, a group of outcasts from abandoned Meteor City, she is seen to be one of the most loyal of the gang. While she doesn't do much in the first 2/3 of the York Shin arc, her importance easily ramps up in the 3rd act and eventual finale. As the events unfold in York Shin, Paku, along with 3 others and Crollo, is seen hanging out at the gang's hideout while the others carry out a jewel heist so epic that it will make Franklin, Michael, and Trevor envious. Fast forward a bit in the arc, Gon and Killua learn that capturing the members of Ryodan will grant them an insane amount of cash, that of which will help them greatly in scoring a copy of Grid Island on N64. The boys get a huge lead on 2 of the members, one of which could be our girl Paku, and Killua is hesitant to follow them, but eventually does and calls the plays. Long story short, they try and ultimately fall right into the spider's web. Our girl has been following the followers. But enough about main characters. Pakunoda takes center stage from chapter 91 onward. Well, okay, not really. But she now has some importance. This girl is so cool that her first words are, "Do you know the chain guy?" Just straight up. Wow, so cool. she just exudes confidence. I'm gonna skip most of the York Shin arc and go into what this girl can really do.
僕も飛行船に乗せてくれ。断ったらこの場でゴンと切るわ。
Being of the rare specialization nin category, Paku possesses unique abilities. She can tap into others' memories so long as she comes into contact with them. That's insane, especially given the circumstances that are going on in York Shin. She also wields a 44 Magnum with ease. But this girl can also shoot nin-infused memory bullets. Eat your heart out, Ryo Saeba. What's a memory bullet, you may ask? Well, it's a specialized magic bullet that Paku can fire off and share any particular memory of hers with anyone else who is hit with it. Not very useful in combat, it still has its utility uses. Without giving too much away, she uses this to reveal to any remaining Ryodan members who the chain user is when she is clearly told not to due to Karapika's judgment chain ability, or else she will die instantly. This is why she's on the list. Extremely loyal to her friends, a capable nin user in her own right, and, in my opinion, the pivotal character in the third act York Shin, chooses to play both sides of a coin, ultimately winning and losing in a struggle for both the hero and villain, my personal favorite story arc in any work of fiction ever created. York Shin, or more recently known as York New Arc in Hunter x Hunter, isn't just an excellent read or watch, it's an experience. And this C-tier villainess and her contributions excel it to the highest stature amongst shonen stories. Closing out this list here is, wait, what is this madness? Shonen Jump has a series that actually has females as the main character? Okay, enough joking around. Shonen Jump actually has a decent amount of series like this, but here we have not just one, but a trio of heroines known as Cat's Eye, one of my personal favorite comedy Shonen Jump series from the 80s. Cat's Eye is a group of 3 professional thieves who are also sisters who run a coffee shop known as, what else? Cat's Eye. This coffee shop is also featured in another Shonen Jump series, City Hunter. Hitomi, the main character of the series. She is the second oldest. She is extremely effervescent, courageous, cunning, and loyal, and is also the girlfriend of the local policeman Toshio, who is a total bumbling buffoon and has no idea she's part of Cat's Eye. She's usually at the forefront of most heists. Hitomi possesses a wide array of skills, ranging from acrobatics to martial arts and more. Next, we have Rui. She is the oldest of the 3, the intel gatherer and strategist of the group. This best girl is quite cool, sexy, and confident. She's also crazy enough to play Russian roulette without a second thought. She's quite motherly and protective of her younger sisters, and, like Hitomi, she is proficient at many different things, most notably acting and a master of disguise. And lastly is the youngest, Ai. Very tomboyish, she can be quite raucous and loud at times. A bit of a tinkerer, she usually creates the gadgets and does any of the hacking the team may need. Still a kid, she sometimes has to take a backseat to jobs due to her still being in high school. Also, what kind of 17-year-old can pilot helicopters? These girls just don't steal for fun or profit. No. Their father was a renowned fine art collector way back. He's since lost most of his collection over time, and the girls vow to retrieve every piece that has gone missing. All 3, utilizing their expertise in stealth, craftiness, and mastery of disguise, there is no job they can't handle once Cat's Eye's calling card is dropped. Of course, the local police always get in their way, usually led by the chief or his bozo assistant. An extraordinary triangle of MCs. The ladies of Cat's Eye aren't that well known outside of Japan, unfortunately, and haven't been seen much since the 1997 live-action film. However, for any Cat's Eye fans out there that did not know, the girls are back in the 2019 City Hunter film, where they team up with Ryo and the gang to help stop the villains and their ultimate scheme. Well everyone, I really had a blast gushing about some of the most awesome and iconic Shonen Jump female characters. I'm definitely looking forward to doing another one of these in the future. So what do you guys think? Who are some of your favorite Shonen Jump centric female heroines or villains from the past or present? Let everyone know down in the comments below. And with that being said, I want to say thanks for watching and see ya in the next one.